and tried to leave the meadow behind her, but every time she closed her eyes, she was back, staring into that abyss. Days passed, and every night the whispers returned, louder, sharper, echoing around her room. She saw her reflection changing in the mirror, her eyes darkening, her own face morphing into something hollow, inhuman. One night, she woke to find herself standing barefoot in the meadow, although she couldn't remember leaving her bed. She wore her nightgown, its white fabric now streaked with black stains like the marks that had appeared on her skin. She looked down to see the glowing symbols etched around her, the ground beneath pulsing with a life of its own. The night air was thick, closing around her as the earth beneath her feet grew hotter, searing her skin. Her flesh began to tingle, then burn, and suddenly she heard the faint sound of laughter, the same twisted laughter she had heard when she first saw the flames. It was the laughter of children, but distorted, hollow, as if the voices were laughing from somewhere far away, somewhere she couldn't escape. Then she heard it, the sound of slow, deliberate footsteps behind her. She turned slowly, her heart pounding in her chest, only to find herself staring into her own eyes. It was her doppelganger again, her own face staring back at her, but this time, it wasn't hollow. It was smiling, eyes gleaming with a terrible knowledge, an intent she couldn't understand. And felt her own skin begin to itch, then burn, until it felt as if it were tightening around her bones, binding her in place. She tried to scream, but no sound came. The doppelganger reached out and touched her cheek, and the world around her grew dark, her vision shrinking until all she could see were those eyes, laughing, mocking her.